You might say our next story is also in its own way out of this world. It's not about travel or technology, more about creativity and expression. And for this trip, well, you don't have to go very far at all.
If Grand Center is the intersection of art and life, the Bruno David Gallery on Washington Boulevard is a place where art lovers cross paths with St. Louis's most renowned contemporary artists.
I want people to come in every month. I want them to be surprised. To me, it's very important because I don't want to get into a routine. We have that in our daily life all the time. So when they come to the gallery, I really want them to be shocked, appalled, anything, as long as they get something out of it.
So the Bruno David Gallery enters the new year with an exhibit by Carmen Colangelo, boldly entitled From Big Bang to Big Melt. In addition to being an internationally exhibited printmaker, Colangelo is the dean of the Sam Fox School of Design and Visual Arts at Washington University. His prints are complex and multi-layered in both media and meaning, but they're highly accessible to audiences because he delivers serious messages with a mix of whimsy, as in this exhibition, which is essentially about his thoughts on the nature of the universe.
If I took it on as a sort of serious issue or thought of it that I had the knowledge to even do, I would never do it. If I do it in a kind of goofy way, then it enables me to just be playful with the idea and not get too uptight about it. And still, hopefully, there'll be glimpses of something that goes beyond that sort of playfulness and sort of is slightly provocative or profound.
Colangelo's work combines strange animals and odd environments, free-floating images, words, and symbols. There are allusions to science, technology, and art history, and strong elements of surrealism. Looking at his work is as if we are hearing the thoughts inside his head as he lives his daily life thinking about the world.
Everybody has these ideas, whether they bury them in their psyche or not, about how the world is made and what it means. One or two or three experts in a scientific field or in an art field or in theology don't have all the answers. But an artist's job, I think that, at least I would say this is Carmen's position, is to reorganize some of that material and invest their own thinking in it, because art is cerebral first. It really is cerebral before it's visual.
But these aren't paintings, they're prints. And Colangelo works with master printer Dennis O'Neill in a highly collaborative effort to create them. It's a process much like the collaboration of a musician and a recording engineer, abstract but disciplined, technical and artistic.
Yeah, it really is a true improvisational process, very much like music. You know, what you bring to the process is matched by the person you're working with, and you're always having to respond in some fashion to what they bring to it. So there's a real complexity by which the images come together. It's not a simple layering, starting with one point and ending in another. It's a non-linear process. So you can build images up, and you can sand them, you can wash them, you can scrape them, and really excavate the surface and bring things that you started with earlier. So you can revisit ideas on the printed surface in the process of making it.
The collaboration goes beyond artist and printmaker to the gallery itself and how Bruno David decides to present the work.
For this particular show, I really wanted to have the viewer coming in and feel like a certain lightness. They come in, it's very light. But then, as they get closer to the pieces, then they discover the complexity of the work. And so you have that pull and push kind of effect.
And it's all right if we see things in the work that even the artist didn't originally intend, because it's not about getting it as if we're figuring out a puzzle. It's more a matter of relaxing and enjoying it in our own way.
Often I do find that when people come see a show, they'll tell me things, and they'll say they get this or they see this, and then I'll see it too, and so then that becomes part of the work. But if you try to read it as a linear narrative with a beginning and an end, and a total closed statement, you'd fail because it doesn't really exist. But if you take away some sense of energy because you feel excited because it's slightly different, and you kind of like some things just because you feel they're kind of fun or they kind of resonate with you, then I think then that's really kind of working, I think.